Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your boy AYT Unstoppable, aka AYT, aka the Dark Knight, aka hunGRYninJAZ, one of the members of hunGRYninJAZ. Alright, this is my first video in a long time, so just to reintroduce people that might look at this video in the future, and future subscribers, I am the AYT. Alright, my group is called the hunGRYninJAZ, and we are a Yu-Gi-Oh! Coalition. See, we're a team, sort of, but there's so many different people, different teams that are part of us. It's like a coalition of power, as I like to put it. But anyway, saying that's the way it is. Any of y'all familiar with my videos? I usually have a map, and this is probably the coolest map I've had on the channel in a while. Really like it because there's no deck squares and all that ish. Anyway, I'm here to do a deck profile. This is a Dark World deck that I've been playing with for about 4 months now. Because if you look at the channel, you see a bunch of deck profiles of X-Sabers, a bunch of deck profiles of Fable. I played both of those decks when they came out, for the most part, and I played them for each a year plus. And it was fun doing that. So once I got through playing Fable, I decided to take the Fable and go into the direction that isn't far from the tree, and that's Dark World, because they do a lot of the same stuff. Except Dark World is a lot more troll. Fable, OTK. Dark World will control you to death. So you're fucked either way. But anyway, I'm about to start with the profile. I guess I'm going to do a side deck. Not sure yet. Anyway, start off with your monsters. I run 3 Grappa. Grappa is the main boss monster of this deck. And he's very abusable. Very easy to bring out. Return the Dark World monster to your hand or something. It's 2700 attack, plus the gates of the Dark World gives him 3000. And he can pop a card when he's discarded by the card effect, which is always good. Destruction is always good no matter what deck you play. 3 Snow, that's a staple. This is a staple. It's your main searcher. And if you get a second effect, you get to summon a monster from your opponent's graveyard defense. And another staple that is basically the main consensus, you run 3 of Brown, Huntsman in the Dark World. Your main draw card. There's a bunch of draw in this deck. This is why you can go easily control some of the draw cards, and some of it's just crazy. I run 2 beige. For a while I was running 3. And I didn't have Raven. I still don't have Raven, but I'm going to work on getting it. But I used to run 3, I dropped it down to 2. 2 seems a lot more comfortable. But you shouldn't run more than 3, since you can't run more than 3. That's beside the point. Alright, next up is a new card for Order of Chaos, Trans-Archery. I run 3, because like I said, I don't have Favorite Raven. One of these will come out for a favorite whenever I get one. But this guy is very good. His effect is not a cost, so you get Dark World's effects for it. 2000 attack. When you use this effect, it's 2000 attack plus gaze, it gives it 23. And if it's destroyed and sent to your graveyard, you get to add remove and play Dark Monster to your hand. Meaning, whatever you banish from gates, you can bring back to your hand. And obviously saying it, I don't use Tour Guide. 1, because I don't have it. 2, even though I did have the opportunity to borrow them, I will not use them. And 3, they're getting reprinted in May. And even then, when I get placed, I'm still not using it, because Dark World, I feel Tour Guide is a waste of space for Dark World. That's me personally. Because Dark World got their own ish, they don't have to have Tour Guide. See, Tour Guide and Raven are a different class. Raven, you don't have to have it, but suggest you have it. But tour guide, if you don't have it, you don't have to spend a lot of money to go get it because you don't. Alright, for the spells, I run 3 duality. Most people ask me, why do you run duality in Dark World? Because they don't special summon every turn. That's the main thing. And sometimes you get stuck in a situation you need to go search for a card. You need to get those top 3 cards, search for a card, put to your hand. Because if you don't do that, sometimes you get stuck with dead cards, dead draws, and power duality doesn't hurt either. You just gotta know when to play it, how to play it, and so on. But 3 power duality, 1 monster born, dark holes, obvious staples. Best card, one of the best cards in the deck, Gates of the Dark World, gives me a draw engine, gives me a discard outlet, and gives fiends an attack. 3 drag down to the grave. I love this freaking card because you both look at each other's hand. You whittle your hand down to the Dark World monster. You're guaranteed to get one of them all, and you get to look at your opponent's hand and know what they're going to play and take a card out. Then you draw a card. Card destruction, great card. Obviously, let me explain something to people that don't have enough read rules. You got to go read the rules. Yes, Wikipedia is official, is unofficially official. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki is like Wikipedia. It's not official, but know what's right most of the time. Or you can use card destruction when either you or your opponent. It doesn't matter as long as one you have a card in your hand or in the card destruction, you can use card destruction. Meaning if I have a hand, they don't, I can use card destruction. It is in the rules. Go look it up. Fool's Burial, instant graph into the graveyard. Graph and grave means win. And Book of Moon. Just because of Book of Moon. I'm going to try to speed up a little bit because I don't really want this to run over 10 minutes. For the traps, pretty straightforward. 2 bombs, trap hole. 2 bombs. 2 Mind Crush and Trap Dust Shoot. But the reason why this deck is so trolly and controlling is because you can card destruction, control the hand, drag down, control the hand, drag down to Mind Crush because you know what's in their hand now, Mind Crushing. Trap Dust Shoot takes more out their hand. And this deck just goes into craziness with control. Then you got the Solemn Brigade, 2 Solemn Warning, 1 Solemn Judgment. Then you got 2 Skill Drain. Amazing. Beast Mode card. Yes, it stops Trance Archery and other cards, but this is why you use it. It F's up every other deck in the method. I mean, Insectors, Wind-Ups, all that good ish that people like to play. Shut it down before it gets started. Shut it down. And then last but not least, Start Small, which can more control. You control your opponent's graveyard and you get a discard out. For my extra deck, which isn't really complete, but since I don't have Raven, it's more for show. Other than Exceed Monsters, this is more for show. 1 Utopia Ray. For most people, it's not worth the space and the extra. I personally like it. I have 1 duels with on the Dueling Network. And it's an easy way if you take your. Sometimes you take control of your opponent's Utopia. You can overlay with this and they don't get their Utopia. I got 2 Utopia in here because it's surprisingly easy to summon and I don't have much. I have 2 number 17 Leviathan. Don't have Lily here. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. For level 8s, Colossal Fighter, Dark Ruler, and Stardust. 7s, you got Ancient Fairy Dragon, Dark Highlander, Black Rose, Ancient, Sacred Weapon. 6s, got Brio. Since I don't have Catastrophe at the moment, I just have Roger in that spot. And then just for a quick look at the side deck, won't take too long with that. Hopefully this video ain't over 10 minutes yet. Chaos Hunter, because it's just good, Mirror Match, and other decks you can think of using 2 Cyber Dragon for Katakuri, because I honestly don't have anything else outside being a better matchup for Dark World on Katakuri. You don't have anything to counter other than Cyber Dragon. Put that in there. Got 2 Snowman here, great card. one Raikou and one DD Crow. That DD Crow will come out for a Raikou when I get second Raikou. It's for Macros, Cosmos, and Leaf Vision and all that good stuff. He can pop them, feel free, and if you hit a grapple, more power to it. And of course, the heavies and 300 T's. Obviously, if you're not main decking, you should side deck. Chew Chains, Disappearance, Nerve Card, F-Silver, a bunch of stuff in the right. And I used to run one virus in the main, but I dropped it out for a second skill drain, so the 2 deck devastation virus, which also screws up a lot of them. But that's it for AYT and his deck profile, Dark World. Remember, I'm the Dark Knight as well as AYT, so that's not the Dark Knight on YouTube. Now, I don't know if someone has that name already. I'm not a Dark Knight on YouTube. Just AYT and stuff, but I call myself Dark Knight sometimes, whatever. I'm out. Peace.